You've taken a guess at some touch points. Now it's time to start looking for some people to talk to.
So we'll be looking at some people to go get data from and then adding them here on the left in the template. So who are these people?
Well, they can be people that you genuinely find you talk to. So back to our classic customer discovery, going into cafes, doing the sit down, if that's appropriate. With this exercise though, it's fun because there's less of a barrier to starting because you can actually use other sources as well. Start with your own imagination. This is a great data source. You could design the best possible version of your service. Then when you talk to people, and you can check and see, are people having the experience you'd hoped for?
We'll start with our ideal customer, a theoretical perfect person. So our customer is ideal customer, and the source for this theoretical information is me.
Use the map as a useful guide when you do your interviews, for your customer discovery interviews with strangers and for people who've just experienced your service. It'll act as a prompt, and you could even fill it in with the interviewee.
So I know a customer that I can call. It's like a little weird and scary to call someone, but I know this is really important, so I'll put their name in too.
One of the great ways you can use this tool is for gathering data from online sources, like reviews for similar services and competitors' services. Reviews are great because you can get information from a huge range of people. Be careful though. The more removed you get from the person, the more bias this introduces. I mean, when was the last time you left a review? If you're like a super duper nice person, maybe you're constantly writing out how nice the experience was and what you loved about it, but there's a lot of data showing, most of the time people only go on and write when they want to real whinge about something.
Maybe I'll use Facebook to find some reviews for similar bakeries. So obviously a face-to-face interview will get me better results than a Facebook review, but what's the best way to keep track of which data is better in the spreadsheet?
You can do this in really actually the way that works for you. I like doing a bit of a hierarchy. So actually I do quite a bit of the cut and the paste with this job. So yeah, if you end up interviewing finally somebody who has used your service a few times as a total stranger, that's a really, really valuable source. So I will actually just move that one straight up to the top to remind myself this is the most important one. And then, maybe you'll have something like just taking from competitor reviews. That might be the one on the bottom.
So by now, you should have about half a dozen customer examples. Your ideal customer, maybe some friends, and some online reviews.
Don't get stuck in research mode though. The whole idea of this is to just get better ideas to make good changes. If you filled out 5 data sources and you're thinking of doing more, just chill your beans. One of the good things about this tool is there are lots of ways to get your data. Talking to real people is the best, but it can be scary. You'll have plenty of practice gathering data before you talk to real people face to face. And when you do, this tool will help guide your conversation.